It's like, right, that's what happens. Hey guys, welcome to another week of Shot Topics, where we take a shot at understanding the pop culture news of the week. Literally. We're super psyched yet again to have our very first repeat guest / panelist
for the
week, Clare Galterio.
Thank you. Wait, I just realized I give myself my own round of applause.
You should, because our
really
audience is not here today.
Oh, great.
So no, we're super psyched to have you.
Thank you for having me back.
But we're very sad that Allie's not here this
Yes.
week. It's just this week only. She'll be back next week. This week she's
before, right?
No, she's actually instrumental, and she's testifying in the Brad and Angelina Jolie custody case.
So I know how much she likes Brad. So
Yeah,
it makes sense.
right. So she'll be back next week, so she
Yeah.
can talk about that.
Okay.
But in the meantime, you're back, and we're so happy to have you.
Thank you for having me.
As you know, as we stalk you on Instagram regularly. So Claire, you're the host of Just Saying,
Yes.
the podcast about relationship advice and life with Sammy Sweetheart from Jersey Shore and our other personal favorite, Siggy from Housewives of Jersey.
My favorite Jersey girls for show.
Where can people find you on that?
So Just Saying you can get on your podcast app on your phone. So it's on iTunes and SoundCloud. And actually it's also on YouTube, so that's always fun to listen to.
Nice, okay.
But
Can you see you guys?
No, we just
That's
do
like,
that.
that's like radio.
It's just like audio.
It's kind of this.
Yeah.
But anyway, and today, before we jump into all of our crazy hot topics, which there are a lot, we are drinking because we should.
Because why not?
I have a little cold, and the cold meds aren't working, so I figured it makes sense to drink a little breakfast stout today, which is from our friends at Founders Brewing in Michigan.
So you feel like the price is right.
I do. I feel very Vanna right now.
The retail
That's
value, we don't know. They sent it to us for free. But this one's really cool because it's kind of like a coffee lover's beer. So because it's still almost morning time, that makes sense for us.
Yeah.
It's a beer that's brewed with two different kinds of coffee. I don't know which kinds, but...
The good kind. Just the good kind.
But it's delicious, and we'll take a sip now.
Yep.
And we'll take a sip for Allie.
I would say, I'm going to sip from all of these.
Right,
apparently.
all of it. We poured it in all of your stuff. So the beer is available only from September to December, and you can find out more about it at BestProducts.com, and just search for beer.
I like seasonal beers.
Yeah, me too.
You know?
I love a season change in general.
Yeah.
Like anything, like I'm that person who jumps on it right away. Like it's not that cold out and I'm sweating to death, but I was like nice plaid collar.
Yeah, you get to like switch
Plaid
up
is
your
fun.
wardrobe.
Yeah.
I like when the beers change to fall because I like the pumpkin beers. Not too pumpkin-y, but I like a little hint of spice.
Yeah.
And then I like when they go summer.
Sam Summer's like my fave.
Well, you know who's going to have a lot of time to drink some beers potentially? Let's get right into it.
Let's hear it.
Our friend who doesn't know us, Billy Bush. He's in trouble.
You were gonna say me and threaten to fire me.
No, we have that's at the 5
He no longer works here.
That's,
Usually that's how that conversation goes.
That's at the 5 minute mark, you know that. So no, Billy Bush is in trouble allegedly or in real life because everyone at this point knows about what's going on with the whole Trump Access Hollywood, words that we can't say on Facebook Live.
Nope.
And so Billy Bush apparently has been suspended from the 8th hour of the Today Show.
I think he got fired.
And Access Hollywood Live, too.
And Access Hollywood Live. Well, supposedly he's suspended at this point, but now they're saying that they're in negotiations to just basically cut him loose. And so I just feel like, how awesome is that you could get fired, but negotiate what your package exit strategy will be.
That's what she's going to do.
Right. That's what. Take tips from Billy Bush.
We already talked
We
about
should-
how I will do this.
I think we could actually potentially get Billy Bush for the show.
I mean,
something tells me he'll be
I think that's
great.
possible.
I guess the latest information about him as well is that apparently he was kind of bragging about this tape that he knew existed while he was at the Rio Olympics, and there was a producer who heard him say that and was kind of like, you know what, I'm going to look into it, and wanted to try to get that before the debate. Kind of, I feel like
I
a little
don't
bit.
think he thought that whoever he was telling that they were going to release it.
Right.
I don't think he had any idea. Why would you brag about a tape if you thought someone was going to go and release it?
Well, I feel like, and that brings up a really good point because, my question to you guys is, do you think that you should get punished for something that you may have done, upwards of 11 years ago?
I don't. I really don't. And I feel that's
such a different person.
Especially because being a girl on this side of the whole conversation, I'm not happy with what he said. But at the same time, I said stuff on Saturday night that I'm really not proud of.
Right.
And I mean, but you know what I'm saying? It just been 11 years ago,
Yeah.
I'm a completely different person.
You should be able to wipe the slate clean. But for the most part, the stuff that we're doing is not on tape.
Yeah, that's true.
Right.
That's the.
I mean, this
Well,
is.
apparently what happened was he had a hot mic on. So for people that don't know what that is, it means the microphone was on. It wasn't like he was sitting in front of a camera talking like this locker room shop with Donald Trump. I think they were sitting on a bus and his mic was still working.
Okay, but so John Oliver did a really good Sunday night recap of like all the creepiest things Billy Bush has ever done in his life. And you know, he just finds like 3-second clips and strings them together, and it's a solid 2 minutes. It is cringeworthy.
I need to watch
Go to
that.
YouTube, go watch it. He does a whole thing of all the times that Billy Bush is just like literally crawling up Donald Trump's ass, like just disgusting. And then also all the creepy things he does and says to women. So
Yeah. And I mean, look, you know, and I think our like stance on it, because we were talking about it earlier, is that like we're not obviously supporting it, and it's all of it's horrific, all of it, for sure. But it is interesting, 'cause to your point, he didn't know that, you know. I mean, he knew he was mic'd, but he didn't know that it was being like recorded, you know, allegedly. And you know, I feel like we've all been around someone who said something. Where can we honestly say that every time you've been around someone who says something that isn't politically correct / horrific, that you haven't like taken a stand and said, "You stop that immediately."
Right. Yeah.
You know, I mean, we were talking about it as well, because we were thinking about this topic, and I had said to Christine, I was like, you know, have you ever said anything? And she's like, oh, please. And I said, I have as well. I'm like, think about our Facebook Live shows. I'm like, what if for some reason in like 10 years, like we were doing something big?
Right.
They could pull tapes from this
Yeah, it's
alone
true.
and be like, oh, you guys are in trouble. So, I mean, I think they should suspend him just because they have to. There's no way that NBC can say like, no, we support that.
Right.
I don't know if you fire him completely.
Do you think he's gonna be able to come back from this?
I think that America / parts of Canada love to build somebody up, tear them down, and then look for the comeback.
Yeah.
So I feel like he'll be gone for a while, but also like what happened with Brian Williams? Where has he been?
I
I
still have PTSD about that. I love my Brian Williams.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like where, you know, what happened to Ann Curry. I mean, although she didn't do anything, but I always support Ann Curry.
Of course.
Right.
Well, listen, I mean, we all know that Fox and Friends is going to pick him up in about a week, so who cares?
Right, exactly. Okay, well, you told me. All right, so shots to
Billy Bush and Fox
Billy Bush,
and Friends.
to Fox and Friends, and all that.
Not cheers to Fox and Friends.
So if you guys are just joining us at home now, we are talking with the lovely Clare Galterio from the podcast Just Saying. And she's kind of our friend because she is filling in for Allie, who's out this week, so she's one of our
guys,
panelists.
I feel very welcomed here, so thank you.
So, like us if you feel like Billy Bush should be fired from NBC.
Yes.
I just say you should do that
I'm
because
just going to take another shot.
we love the interaction.
Yes.
Yeah, do it.
I don't know.
So anyway, Billy Bush, obviously he's not doing well. Also, who's not doing well apparently is Kim Kardashian, which we all know what's going on with her, the robbery and the aftermath of that. But her sister, I think
Khloe.
Mitzi Kardashian, was on Ellen the other day.
Kitsy, everything to the K, Patrick, you know that.
Kitsy Kardashian was on Kellen show the other
Yes.
day, and I guess apparently she's a spokesperson now, like for the family, and kind of talking about what's been happening with Kim. She said that Kim's not doing well since the robbery, and she talked about it's a little bit of a wake-up call for them to not always post everything on social media, et cetera, et cetera.
Right.
And, you know, she's shaken up, and the rumor right now, not even a rumor, but like allegedly the math, because we don't do math here, so we can figure it out. But apparently Kim's taking a break from all things social media right now, and they're trying to say that per month what that means for her is a loss of $1 million. Every month that she's not Instagramming stuff and getting paid for it, or Facebook, Twitter, etc., she's losing out on $1 million.
I kind of never even thought about her being the kind of person that would accept money for Instagram posts.
Oh wait, really?
No.
wait a second. Stop.
You really believe that?
No, I know that it happens.
But here's my thing though. With her, I know with her other sisters,
Like,
it's very, very well known. Like she'll be like, "Ooh, I love this heart. Buy it here." But,
Right.
I don't think Kim doesn't really do that. So.
Okay, that's
like,
new. That's breaking news.
detox cheese.
Yeah.
Oh,
Exactly.
people love a detox
The
tea.
detox
People
tea.
love that. Hey, girl.
And the tooth whitening.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
like,
Oh, Kim
what
did
is
that. Okay,
Did
so
she-
I
did she
took
do
it all
the
back
teeth whitening?
because Kim did the what was it, the prenatal pills?
Oh, that's when
she
she
got
got
in
in trouble with
trouble
FDA
for
for it,
that.
yeah.
Wait, why'd she get in trouble for it?
Because they're not like.
I don't think you can just be like, these get me pregnant.
Oh my
yeah.
god.
Yeah.
She's like, these made me so fertile.
Yeah.
I am here at the link below.
I take it all back.
Yeah. But I guess the question is, do you think that she's taking a break because, she really is traumatized by everything that happened? Or could this potentially be like less is more, always leave the fans wanting more, and she'll come back and that $1 million that she can get a month because she hasn't been around for a while is now at like $2 million or $5 million?
I mean,
what do you guys think?
I don't think that $1 million a month means anything to her, so I don't think it's a big deal because how much money does her game bring in? The app. Do we have any
Oh,
idea?
it was like 252 million?
Yeah.
I think so.
So like, I just don't think
Research?
she's
I was like, yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
right.
So she's probably staging a comeback.
Totally, and I think also everyone's on the edge of their seats. But what's her first post going to be?
Mhm.
What is she going to be wearing?
Right.
What is it going to be? Is it going to be about her prenatal vitamins, or is it going to be her hair extensions, or is it going to be her on Shot Topic?
Oh, it's clearly the next stop.
Of course.
Right. I mean, if she wants to be seen by over
Yeah.
tens of people.
But I do feel really bad for her, and I think it's smart that she's kind of scaling back because she literally posts everything, all of her Snapchats. I mean, I feel like she's my best friend. What up, Kim K?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? Because you see her constantly
Yeah.
doing everything throughout her day, so it's nice for her just to kind of say, I need to take a step back.
And I'm definitely not a big fan of like just that whole family and like all of that. However, I feel like everyone needs like a wake up call like
Yeah.
that. And it's not even a wake up call because like, I'm not getting like robbed, God willing, or you guys, we're not at that
Knock on
level.
wood.
Although that is my goal in life. I would love to get
I love
robbed.
to be hogtied and locked in the bathroom.
And just if people take like tens of dollars from me. And but I feel like we all need to disconnect, right?
Right.
Like every once in a while, like get off social media.
Yeah.
Do not get off the show right now.
Oh wait, did we share the thing? Okay, good.
Oh, we did.
Just
We,
want to make sure.
we can multitask.
Just want to make sure we're sharing this.
Would you ever be able to give up the money? Do you think?
If I had $1 bazillion, sure.
I think it
But
depends
didn't-
on what I would actually math it out. I would do math then.
Oh my God.
I won't do math for my
See,
job.
math- all that math
I will
works.
do math when it
Yeah.
comes to how
Yeah.
many dollars I get.
Yeah.
So, if it was like less than 10% loss, I'd do it.
Okay. All right. I don't know if I could.
You know what I would do? I'd pull a Scott Disick. Did you see what he posts?
No! What did you do?
Mm-hmm.
He's so
So I feel
good.
like I need candy
This
for
is
this
what.
one.
Oh yeah. First of all, there's candy on this table. This is my favorite table of all time because it's full of beer and candy.
Hi,
Okay.
Chew.
Yes, yummy. So someone had sent him an email or sent it to his manager, whatever, saying we need you to post at this time, this many times a day, for X. Like it was the directions of how he's going to get paid for this post and how to post it. So what he did was he screenshotted the email and just posted that email.
So everyone knew how
So everyone
much you
knew.
made. Yeah,
that was
that's
ridiculous.
great.
But that's like so Scott, and I think that's why people love to hate him, but also that's why you like him because he's an asshole and
He's
it's
a little
fun
bit
to
brilliant.
follow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
All right.
Love or hate him.
Well, cheers to Scott Disick, apparently.
Cheers to Scott
I've
Disick.
never done that before.
No, I think we might have once.
And we have a question from the Best Products office. Jamie's wondering, Claire, did you dye your hair? Because it looks really nice.
Oh my gosh, I did! Thank you for noticing. It's also got some extra length, which we know is real, as in real fake, but we'll just keep going. Thanks for the question.
And the compliment. It's nice to not get hate mail. We don't know what that's like.
Oh my gosh, I've gotten some hate mail. I'll never forget. One of my favorite it was a hate tweet.
Okay.
My favorite hate tweet I've ever gotten, because I've gotten a couple, was they said dream boxing match, and it was like whatever the asterisk or whatever. And it said Clare Galterio versus Clare Galterio.
Oh.
And I'm like, so of course I wrote back, well that sounds pretty good to me because either way I'm a winner.
Yeah.
Like, because you know I don't want to fight myself, but like
Yeah.
at the same time I'm like,
Yeah.
really?
Well, that's not
You want to see me
that
beat
bad.
beat myself up?
Right. No, I guess we.
And it
don't-
wasn't like a cool sexual one. It was like in a bowl full of Jello and it's muddy and raining and there's music. Britney Spears is playing. It was like I want to see her beat the crap out of herself.
Yeah.
Like thanks, so and so.
Do you like getting? Not do you like getting hate mail, but are you one of those people who like you want to read it and you want to see what they have to say?
I like to see what people have to say only because sometimes they're not advice, but the things that they're saying are pretty interesting.
Really?
But then there's ones that are like, besides what I'm trying to beat myself up.
Right.
Someone said like, you have to fire at Clare Galterio because she's like totally annoying. And so I just wrote back to her, oh my god, like totally.
Oh,
Like I
so
like to
you'll
play with
respond
people.
back.
I'll
Yeah.
respond to the ones that I find are funny.
Yeah.
But I'm not there like, oh my god, you're such a troll. Like I don't care that much. Like,
Yeah.
Bring it on. I mean, I get a kick out of it. So.
I've gotten like my accent is horrible and my voice is horrible on this show, and
Really?
I'm like gonna go see a voice coach.
No. Please.
Yeah, I will not respond to
There's
it.
nothing you can do about
And
your
I
awful
will-
accent. It's just
right.
from where you're from.
Right.
So, you just have to live with that.
That's
but
true.
your voice is fine. I think you have a nice voice.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, last thing about the Kardashians.
Okay.
Apparently, keeping up with the Kardashians potentially may be on hiatus now, and because of the whole like robbery thing, and everybody's taking a break. Here's the thing: I guess ratings are down anyway for keeping up with the Kardashians, but
They've been on for 13 seasons.
right, well, 12. And I
sorry,
don't
they're
want to
filming
correct
13.
you, but our research
No,
team
yes.
spent hours on this.
Yes, thank you for correcting me.
Yeah, but
Your
Robin,
research team is going to send me hate tweets.
Yeah.
Damn you, Clare Galterio.
I'll just hack your phone.
Yeah. But Rob and China, their show apparently is beating the ratings
Yeah.
of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. And so the new season of Keeping Up starts October 23rd, and it's like part 2 of season 12. So many numbers and math
Yeah.
involved, but apparently they've shut down production on what would be season 13. And so people are saying, are they really taking a break, or is this an attempt to have everyone kind of like riot, I guess, basically, and say like they want them to come back because everybody wants to see what the
Right.
aftermath is of that.
Yeah.
So I pose a two-parter to you guys.
Two-parter.
In all honesty, because this is it's a circle of trust.
Yes.
Do you guys religiously watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians, if you don't, because I don't, would you watch if they were going to do a 13th season to see what all the behind the scenes was
I'll
for
let
the
you
robbery?
take it. I'll let you take it first.
Okay, so I don't watch it because I did not regularly watch any reality television until we started the show and my job was on the line and I was told I had to watch Real Housewives of New Jersey.
Right.
So I started watching that. It's a slippery slope.
That breakfast stout's really kicking in.
Breakfast stouts slippering my tongue. And I will watch Kardashians like if I catch it, flipping through.
Like a cold.
Right. But what I did watch was the whole I Am Cake series because that was fascinating to me. So I think this is like a big enough thing that if they did a special or a series on the aftermath of the robbery, I would watch it.
Right. I don't watch it at all, and I watch the world's worst reality shows, and I own that. I never got into anything Kardashian-wise. I probably would tune in to be like, what was going on behind the scenes?
Right.
Like, I actually would want to know all that. Also I'm a loser, so that just goes hand in hand. Claire, to you?
Well, I mean, I don't like to think I am a loser too. So I do watch Keeping Up with the Kardashians. I watch Robin China. I watch Robin Big whenever that was on.
Oh, that was good.
Everything.
Yeah, I watch anything with Rob.
The mean horse and the bulldog on the skateboard.
So good, right? Bring that back, please. But yeah, so I watch it. I DVR it in case I can't watch it on Sunday night. 'Cause I'm currently watching Shameless. That's a whole other story.
Shameless.
But yeah, I love to watch it. I think it's fun, mindless TV.
Right.
And also, can we talk about Robin China for a second? They are so intriguing to me, and I thought that China was going to suck, and I thought she was just going to be awful. She has really redeeming qualities, and I actually like watching that show.
Oh my god, that was like deep.
No, but you know what I mean? Like, that was my deep moment.
Yeah.
It's the beer, it's the coffee beer that we're drinking right now. But you know what I mean? Like, I feel like everyone, she has a crappy, like, really ratchet and gross, but she was great.
Except there
That's
was...
kind of like this beverage.
No.
Could have been gross, but it's delicious.
I was like, wow.
No, seriously, it's like the beer equivalent to Black China.
Yes. Which we love.
Chrissy, what was your favorite quote from her from the previews for that show?
Oh,
Why are you texting bitches?
Oh, yeah. And then she's throwing like flowers in the pool. So good.
I love to see people fight on camera.
Oh, so
we should
good.
try that sometime. We should.
Okay,
like,
well, I'll just flip the table. I'll host the fight between you two.
Fight.
That would be like
what kind of fight?
Sumo suits.
Oh, I would like that.
I've done it. I don't like
Have
doing
you done it? All right. Well,
Yeah,
we should
I
call in
won.
some sumo suits.
Did you get whiplash? I feel like that would be whiplash total central.
No, it was college.
You were drunk, so it was fine.
So for anyone who's tuning in late, it's my time to say that we're with the wonderful, lovely, and best friend in our head, Clare Galterio from the podcast Just Saying, and we are drinking some breakfast stout from our friends at Founders Brewing Company in Michigan, which is like a coffee beer mix, and it's a little chocolatey and
A little oatmeal-y.
And I love that the logo is like a little boy like eating with a spoon. 'Cause
Right.
That's the way I like to drink my alcohol in the morning. Also,
spoon it, yeah.
Just scoop it right into my mouth.
And I feel like it's helping with my cold. I'm feeling better.
or
It's
just
like
a little tipsy.
It's like Robitussin for me.
Exactly.
Just
It's like the Tussin.
You're robo tripping right now.
Thought about doing shots of just tussin.
I wish.
Really?
No, we can't do that.
No.
Nope, we don't approve that here.
That's a late night show.
I'm starting to like sniff a little bit, so I'm sorry. Like us if you have a cold.
If I have a cold by the end of this, you're in big trouble.
Don't touch him.
No, we haven't, and I'm good about that. If you notice, when I cheers you from the bottom of the.
I didn't even notice that.
I did because I don't want you to get sick because I know you
I'm
have
like,
to fly out to LA. Right.
I know I do.
I'm just looking for another sick day, so I'm fine. I'll lick the doorknobs on the way out of here in hopes of having Friday off.
Disgusting.
Someone who will not be licking the doorknobs or having any fun, apparently, is Chloe Grace Moretz. Moretz.
It's like Tourette's.
I practiced that so many times. The actress from Neighbors 2. She did this really cool interview actually with our friends at L.com, where she's saying she's taking some time off, and she got, I guess, out of all of her upcoming movies. I didn't know that you could just do.
That she did that.
I would not. I would sell out as much as I could. I would never give up.
Never.
Trajectory for the last couple of years, kind of at the height.
Yeah,
And she
it's
just
ballsy.
all quits on everything and has taken some time.
Yeah, she's done, and what she's doing, I guess, in her spare time now is she was working out apparently 7 days a week. I don't know what that
Thank
means.
God, because we aren't doing that
No,
here.
this
So
is
thanks
what-
for working out extra for us.
This is what we do 7 days a week.
Oh shoot, that's my cue.
And
Sorry.
she, I guess she's working, but she's like reeling it in a bit, and so she's only working out 5 days a week now. But she said something to Julie Schott, the editor from Elle, who interviewed her, where she said that, I guess she's not really drinking anymore. And she said, and I quote, hardly anyone drinks anymore. If they do drugs.
Is that when we leave?
I don't know.
Is that what?
Is that when we leave?
Yeah, I don't know. And then she said, if they do drugs, it's usually legal marijuana. Everyone is just super clean now. I don't know. I don't have these people in my life.
I don't know anyone like
I try so hard to always be on trend. Is drinking out of style?
No!
Drinking is not out of style.
Like, she's 19!
Yeah, she shouldn't be drinking anyway.
No.
No, she's 21, right?
No!
No.
She's
Really?
little. She's little.
19? Gelman? What is she?
I mean, did not talk like that. I was wrong child. No, she's 19.
Okay, so she's 19, so she shouldn't be drinking anyway. Talk to us when you're 21, and then we'll really haze you.
It's like if you don't drink, how do you know you are good looking and funny?
How do you have fun?
And have dance moves.
Right. Right.
Like, just my
No,
childhood right now.
and she did say though that she thinks some people drink more in New York, which yeah.
You have to. We have seasons.
We don't
And we don't
have,
drive.
My apartment is a 2x4. I can't even have friends.
We don't have places to go outside.
It's true.
Yeah.
But wait, Danny had a good point. He's like, we don't drive here, so we can drink, and sometimes it gets cold out, and there's something else to do.
Right. Oh, I
We're in
love
LA.
drinking during the day during a snowstorm.
Yeah.
You love that. Like you
I
just
do.
walk to your local bar next door to you and just sit down and.
Mini bar
Yeah.
delivery.
Usually I'm knocking at the door and with the puppy dog's eyes open up. Kitty cat meow.
We talked about this last week. Did you hear about the brunch bill that was passed?
Nope.
They can now serve alcohol in New York on Sunday starting at 10 a.m. now because of brunch.
You don't even know how many times I've had a group of 12 people,
Yeah.
right? Sitting down to brunch, hungover as God only knows. And someone will go, oh my God, can I just get a Bloody Mary? And they're like, we don't serve alcohol till 12. And we'll all just go, okay, and get up and so upset.
Can you go to the next place?
No.
Get the next place. No,
They're like, no. We're like,
You walk
okay, so
over.
we're all gonna go back to the apartment and just do exactly what we did all night and then try
Yeah.
later. But yeah, there's been a lot of.
Do you love
Moments.
it though? Do you love it?
Do I love what?
That now we can do it at 10?
I love it. I'm just a little nervous. I'm like, oh God.
Yeah, it does make me nervous.
So
It's a lot of pressure. Maybe I need to take a break like Chloe.
last weekend,
It's good because you're always on trend, so you need to
Right.
stop drinking.
my in-laws were in town and they wanted to go to brunch and they wanted to go at
Get crunk in the club.
No, totally. No, they wanted to go to brunch at 10 a.m. and so they are getting ready. Their plan was to leave at 9:45 and they start calling around to make reservations. And most of the places in my neighborhood don't even open until noon because why would you open if you can't serve booze?
Yeah.
And they were so confused. They were frustrated and upset. And I'm like, well, brunch is a thing, so brunch restaurants aren't going to open until they can serve the booze.
Yeah.
And they were like, well, what about the tourists? And I said, you guys, you're in Greenpoint. There aren't any.
Yeah. This isn't Times Square.
But you know what drives me crazy about the word brunch is that I think brunch is from 10 a.m. till 2 p.m.
Okay.
I think anyone you start at noon, to me that's lunch.
Right.
So I get you want to go to brunch? And they're like, oh, 1:30? I'm like, no, that's lunch.
Yeah.
I'll go to brunch at 10 o'clock.
Right.
And I'll meet you for lunch
Right.
after.
Yeah,
Like,
you're
that
not
drives me
an
crazy.
animal.
Just
You're not an
exactly.
animal. What's your favorite brunch food? What do you do for what's your
Oh, it
what's your
depends
go-to?
on what kind of night I had the night before. I usually do bacon, egg, and cheeses or waffles, whatever's on the
do you do it
bottomless
at Dunkin'
brunch.
Donuts?
Yes.
cheddar twist?
I should have Dunkin' Donuts with a coffee, with a cup like this full of booze,
Yeah.
and I'm like, I was on a donut. And whatever your special is, sweetheart. Like, that's what I'm at.
Number 3. Yeah.
Number 3.
I just have to
Yeah.
do pancakes.
Yeah, pancakes is a good
All
one.
the
Really?
live long.
Whatever's on the
day.
bottomless brunch menu, like
Yeah.
my things you get with your bottomless brunch. That's what I'm choosing. I'm shedding.
We
now.
should do brunch.
Yeah.
We will Instagram you that question.
Okay.
You know we will.
I can't wait.
Danny's already Instagramming you at this point, I'm sure. You know who's not going to be able to do brunch?
Oh.
I don't know. Is Shailene Woodley.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, can you explain this whole thing to me? Because I saw the video
Yeah.
of her getting arrested,
Mhm.
and I don't understand what she was protesting. Something about a mountain.
Okay, so
Oh.
this is actually, we had to legit research this because we could talk about the Kardashians like off the cuff and just know what's going on.
Yeah, but like the real world problems, we have no idea.
No.
He's on XL Pipeline, right?
What is? I
No,
thought
not
pipeline
that.
was
That's
a rave.
Arizona.
Yeah, so, well, here's the thing. So she was arrested, and it was caught on her own Facebook Live, which, as a side note, that's like reach goals for us. If one of
Yeah.
us could get arrested live on Facebook,
Guys, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go out after this. So like, you just come with me.
yeah,
I mean, I make no guarantees, but like, it's a
it's a good, and it's me and Christine, so it's
If I'm
we have a
Exactly.
50% likelihood anyway.
Right.
But apparently she was arrested because she was protesting, I believe in one of the Dakotas. The protest was meant to stop construction of the pipeline that would disrupt sacred sites of the Standing Rock Native American tribes.
See, I knew the word rock was in there.
Yeah.
I just didn't know what.
And she was apparently trespassing, and so
Oh,
that's
okay.
why she was arrested.
Okay.
Because they don't, people are believing that you shouldn't be disrupting. I want to say like an ancient burial ground, but I don't think that's what that is.
I don't
Yeah.
know what
In
it
my
is.
mind, that's what it is. If I hear like the Standing Rock from it's the Sioux tribe. I literally didn't say that word because I did not pronounce it. It was Sioux.
I'm
Sweet.
It's Sue.
Is it Sue?
So
I don't know.
Sue.
I'm
Is
happy you
it?
could even spell that. I was like, "Meh."
yeah.
It's definitely Sue. But is the pipeline the one to bring in oil from Canada?
Oh, we don't know any of that.
Nobody found this out.
No.
Okay.
I seriously thought pipeline was a wave in Hawaii, and
Yeah.
that's what you surfed on Blue Crush. Like, no, nobody else.
Yeah, she was like trying to surf in North Dakota.
I was
and
so confused.
Yeah.
It's like, what?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's probably the pipeline bringing in oil.
Well, I think what we need to address
Well, so
is,
she's in
the
jail.
most important
No.
part of this story. You're missing out.
Mhm.
Her mugshot was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Always.
She had her hair braided. She was like, she
Yeah.
looked adorable. Like, she should Instagram it. That's how cute it is.
I love a celebrity mugshot. Remember when it was like Lohan and Paris Hilton, and then Lohan, and then Paris and Lohan and,
Yeah.
and Nicole Richie? Remember like during, was it like 09,
Yeah.
2010?
Oh, that was such a good
Everyone
year.
was
Like,
getting arrested.
mugshot.
Yours was right around now. That
Mhm.
was 08.
Mm.
Oh, 7.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Their pictures came out awesome.
Okay, coffee table book. We need one of those.
Oh my god.
Right?
Yeah.
Yes.
I need a
Oh,
coffee
man.
table book of all famous people's mugshots.
Like mugs and mugs, like because you put your coffee mug
I
on.
can't.
Well, don't give everyone else the idea.
Sorry, we just
Right.
copyrighted it.
Yeah.
It'll be out later today on BestProducts.com.
copyright that
It's
immediately.
available. It's gonna be available on Best
Done.
Products.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's been copyrighted. No one can take that.
Don't even think about it.
So, do you believe in anything enough to ever get arrested for?
Yeah.
Brunch at 10 a.m.
You would.
Because she's get arrested to be drunk at a restaurant at 10:45.
I think so. I think I have to think about what it would be. But
Mhm.
It wasn't brunch at 10 a.m.
No,
Mine-
because that's well, it would have been it before they passed this new law, but
Chrissy was instrumental in that law passing. She like spoke on
She's
Capitol Hill.
standing
Yeah.
I was like,
She's like, USA. Mine would probably be when they took Teen Mom off the air, and I did a silent protest where I gave up food until it was brought back.
well, they've Team Mom OG now.
Right,
They
and
do
so
everything.
it's back. So I feel like I was instrumental in that. I wasn't arrested, but I would have been.
Yeah.
Just me.
just you.
Like this video if you would get arrested for Teen Mom.
Mariah says morning.
Oh, hey, Ryan.
Morning. Well, we're like moving into the afternoon
It's
now.
new.
Have a
Hey,
breakfast
Do we
stop.
drink? Wait, we still have more shots.
We do. I know. Sometimes we forget. That one did taste
Well,
like
I'm gonna
a
take it.
tussin. Cheers.
There's a surprise one.
Well, like these are chock full of vitamin C to help your immune system. I wish. All right, so next up we have a family in New York is suing the Girl Scouts for $30 million after their 9-year-old daughter was kicked out.
I love this story.
So, okay,
How do you not love this story?
Oh, I thought you meant like that she was kicked out.
No. First of all, actually, I was kicked
Were you?
out of Daisies, which is the
No.
Competitor
Yes.
of.
Like
No,
Daisies
okay,
and
those-
brownies, right?
it goes Daisies,
Okay.
Brownies, Girl Scouts. I didn't even make it to Brownies.
What
I
did
got
you
kicked
do?
out of the
What did
lowest
you
level when I was
do?
like 6.
What did you do?
Because I only went to one meeting and I basically showed up to get the uniform and like some cool pins.
Yeah.
So I need my
Did
Daisy
you
swag.
the pins?
Well, that was the problem, is that I was kind of upset I didn't get any pins, and then I kind of like threw a little fit about it, and then I really wasn't allowed back.
They're like, thank you, Claire.
A girl needs some pins and some swag.
Nice
like,
flair.
yes, I needed my flair, but yeah, I think I was like 6.
Like, oh,
Whatever.
you beat poor little Kayla Cody from Brooklyn, who's 9, and she was kicked out because apparently they were trying to, sell cookies and raise money. And I think she sold 80 boxes, and the other girls in her troop, sold around the same, and they all had a vote on what they would do with that money, and everyone voted to have a party because. That's like
What else
what
you
you
do when
do.
you're 9?
You're 9.
And I guess the troop leader decided to take that money, and she wanted to
She went on vacation.
have all the girls go camping.
Oh.
And so when little Kayla Cody, I guess, kind of like protested that a little bit and asked like, well, we had voted on this, they kicked her out of the meeting, and they wouldn't like let her back in. And when they finally did let her back in, she could come in and she could like participate, but I guess apparently you have to like sign up every year. When she went to sign up for the new year, they will not let her mom or her like
That's
sign
so
back
crazy.
up. So the family's suing for $30 million because she can't enroll again.
Have $30 million?
They do, because they're camping with it, so I feel like they definitely have
Right.
$30 million. For sure.
Yeah.
First of all, like, who kicks out a 9-year-old out of a meeting? I mean, it's
know.
probably the same wench that kicked me out of Daisy's.
Right. Oh my God, you could
I'm
be
talking to you. You know who I'm talking to.
you could be a character witness for her on Judge Judy.
Call me. Instagram.
Do you think it's the
at Clare
mom?
Galterio.
Do you think it's the mom and like not the daughter?
No, I guess the
Yes,
daughter's
come
mom too.
on.
Because think about it, if you're 9 years old and you're told you can't do something and all your friends
Yeah,
are
like,
doing it,
okay.
it's that much
Yeah.
worse.
No, I think you'd be like, all right, and the mom's like, no.
Yeah. Although I totally am like, I don't even know how you get to the 30 million. Like, how
Yeah,
are you
I
losing
wonder
another 30 million? But
the damages.
I would want something in my life where I could sue for like 100 million.
Yeah.
Like, I want something so ridiculous. So I hope that they win.
Yeah. Also, we are big supporters of Girl Scout cookies here, so if you want to send them to us, we would be so
Right.
happy to
Ooh.
talk about them.
People
and
love
them, Tag
Oh
alongs.
my god.
People love it, but
Samoas.
you know what I don't love, and I know we're not at this
Thanks.
portion yet, but I give the poop to, is when everyone comes to work and they're like, will you buy my daughter's cookies? And then you feel that obligation to be
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'll take 6
Yeah.
boxes because everyone next to you is signing up for it.
Yeah.
That's why we just close the door.
I sniff them out. I'm like, do you have a daughter?
Yeah.
She's in Girl
Yeah.
Scouts?
Yeah.
When you're like, where do I sign?
Yeah.
Like, I buy like the
Where's your kid?
Where's your kid?
Yeah, I
Where are the
lie.
cookies?
I always lie.
Where's the most brilliant place you've ever seen girls selling cookies?
Not in person, but I saw online them selling outside of like a marijuana factory. What do you call it?
Or a dispensary?
Dispensary.
There's like a
And
conveyor
that
belt.
was a secret factory.
Laverne and Shirley style.
Yes,
Do you see any good
exactly.
ones?
Like I was like super stereotypical outside of like a weight loss clinic.
Aww.
Oh,
Oh, all right. Well, geez, I guess that's.
that fell flat.
Not like their stomachs though.
Anyway, good luck to Kayla. I hope she wins, and if she does, I think her family should give us some money and
Cookies.
just come to.
Or cookies,
Right.
like whatever comes first.
Right.
And can you shout out to everyone what we're drinking and what we're up to right now too?
Yeah. So we're with Clare Galterio
Sweating.
from.
I'm always
I know.
sweating on the show.
So
Why is it
people
always so
are saying-
sweaty in here?
Well,
It's
people
hot.
are saying now that the studio was too hot for them.
Who else is saying that?
We had other people in recent weeks who called us out on air saying it's too hot in here.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It was an issue.
I just get excited and start sweating.
Yeah. Anyway, so we're drinking some beer this morning. We're actually drinking some breakfast stout from our friends at Founders Brewing Company in Michigan, which is like a coffee and beer mix, and it's actually pretty good.
It's delish.
Yep.
Yeah. Like Claire mentioned, you can eat it with a spoon.
And it's for breakfast.
It is for breakfast. Which
Breakfast of
should be.
champions.
Well, like we beat you, brunch, Bill. We're having beers from 9
Don't
to
tell
10.
me, don't tell me I can't drink before 10 a.m.
Yeah, I have beers from 9 to 10. Then I go to brunch from 10 to 12.
Exactly.
Right. Then I forget the whole weekend existed.
Ugh.
Just
my
like
weekend,
God
wait,
meant it to
exactly.
be.
My weekend this weekend was so ridiculous. I went to go visit my sister in Pittsburgh,
Mm-hmm.
and if anybody who follows me on Instagram
We
probably
do.
saw the videos of me and her dancing to the entire play of Rent. And it was just a lot of drinking, a lot of like. I would wake up and every morning, the next morning with like one eye, like you're like stoned, you're like doing this, like
Yeah.
oh shoot, is that what I just said to that
Yeah.
person? Oh man, I need like a breathalyzer phone case so I can't dial.
You said there's
I
something.
think that
There's
yeah.
like
There's
a
definitely
keychain tchotchke that you can get. I don't want to know.
No.
But that's the thing is that I'm not smart like to delete my conversations. I wake up in the morning and I'm like, oh, what is it?
Yeah, I'm like, I'm
There's gotta be
having
an
too
app.
much
There's gotta be an app.
fun. I'm drunk. People like me more. I like me more. I don't want any type of an instrument to tell me to stop.
Yeah. No, it was bad.
I just want to wake up the next day and be like, I'm never doing this again.
If anyone knows what that case is, or the breathalyzer phone thing is, post it in the comments.
Yeah.
We should do. Oh my god, we should get that here, and we should do breathalyzers.
Oh my
during.
God.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's
Good
super
idea.
fun.
We'll start drinking at 10 a.m. because we can.
Right, legally. So you host. You're one of the co-hosts of Just Saying with
Yeah,
Sammy
I
from Jersey Shore. Does she still go by that? Does
Yeah.
she want to know, like, is she Sammy's sweetheart? Like, how does she go on the
She
show?
goes by Sammy Sweetheart, but I mean, she's Samantha or Sam. to
Ooh,
us.
Samantha.
Yeah,
Like
Samantha.
Marcelli.
Ooh, good
Yeah,
stall.
she's very fancy, so.
And also Siggy.
Yes.
And you're friends with all of these people that we love. What's something that fans of Real Housewives of New Jersey, which we're going to get into in a minute, may not necessarily know about Siggy and would be surprised?
Ooh.
That's so putting you on the spot, but
She, you know what? I don't think you'd be surprised by this because I think that she's just so genuine. But whenever you come into her house, she treats you like a total king. Like she will make you food. She'll make you lunch like from scratch. She'll make sure there's always food. She's always entertaining. Her house, and she lets you like run wild there. Like once you're there one time, she'll be like,
that.
this is where the food is. This is
Yeah.
where this. Oh, you know what is surprising? She's really anal about her food cabinet, and everything is organized, and it says like cereal, and then it'll be the
Labels?
cereal. Yes, and her closet's like that too. It's like
Really?
jeans, the regular denim, then it'll be like
Yeah.
high-waisted jeans here, and it's all
Yeah.
labeled. So she's crazy about labeling stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
I
All right.
like an organization.
We like to
I need
label
her to
things,
come over
too.
to my apartment and organize because it is like so messy.
How does she feel that the show is going? Does she feel like it's a representation from what you know of how she
I mean,
is?
I haven't spoken to her about it in a little bit,
Mhm.
but from the past conversations we've had, I think that she, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything where she had said, well, that's not how it went. It's been edited this way. So I think it sounds like it's pretty real to life.
It seems like that's how she
I know
is.
they just shot the reunion that apparently was very emotional. So I'm excited to see.
Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dolores
I'm excited to see
messaged me
We-
to tell me that they did.
Isn't Dolores?
We
Okay,
love
wait.
Dolores. Did you see our behind us? We have always
Yeah.
on set now a Siggy head and a Dolores
It's
head.
amazing.
Yeah.
But wait, I need to talk about this. This is so funny.
Yeah, go for it.
So I'm watching whenever Dolores is on there, and she's so sweet. She's giving me a shout out, and this blondie over here, she's like, "Okay, moving on." Like she was so shade that you threw me. I could not stop laughing. Right?
we would have breathalyzed you. So we
It
have
was
here's
so
a,
funny.
Well,
It
this
was
is
so
a,
funny.
Wait a minute, I just met you today. What are you talking about?
No, so
Okay.
this is a good behind the
We are having a
scenes
Facebook Live fight.
for like fans of
What's
the
up?
show.
We are having Facebook Live fight. I love it.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are. So this is a little like behind the scenes for Shot Topics that we do every week. So we had Claire in a few weeks ago, maybe a month ago, and Christine
You were
was
on
in Spain, and everyone here loved Claire. The video like went bananas. It did like really well online.
Oh,
I've never
stop.
said that before in my life, bananas, and
Wonderful.
and we all loved you here in the office, and so we all found ourselves talking throughout like the weeks about legit. We're like, remember when Claire, remember when she wanted to clean up after the show, and we were like,
I did.
about you wanting to clean up 7 times.
I was like, can I just like clean? I just don't feel comfortable leaving a place and not like helping.
no, but we
clean.
legit, and so we'd always talk, and Christine's like, oh, I wish I was there for that, and then the joke became, we're like, well, like the best show we ever had was the one when Christine wasn't here and Claire took her place. So we were like, we're always laughing about that. So when Dolores was here, we knew that you guys are friends or know each other at least, and
Right.
Dolores was like, oh, I love her, she's the best, and so Christine was like, here
No,
we go.
it was so funny.
Yeah.
I actually showed my husband. I was like, babe,
Yeah.
watch Christine's face. And they're like, oh, Claire. She just goes, moving on.
Yeah.
And it was the funniest
Yeah.
thing I've ever seen. It was
Yeah.
amazing. If you guys haven't seen it, scroll back up and watch
I
that
haven't
episode.
even seen
Yeah.
it.
So
You do not believe
and
me
it's
watching
so
our
well
shows.
done.
Yeah.
It's so well done.
Yeah.
So yes, I have
So
to
what
acknowledge you on that.
how do you guys feel about each other?
I like her.
Yay!
I know. Well, so we met with Claire when she got here before the show just to say hi and kind of talk about what we were going to do, and then Christine and I and Danny came back in here to get more things ready, and I closed the door and I was like, what do you think about something.
Oh my god, did you really?
And she's like, no, she's seriously awesome. And I was like, oh, I'm like, she said she didn't like you. And she's like, what? Yeah.
Yeah,
I love
right.
it. This is like our own reality show.
Any girl that can rock a dark lip like me, I'm all for. As you guys can tell, we are like drinking out of straws. It's a talent.
Ah!
It's a talent. Patrick was gonna rock a dark lip, but it's like 2 out of 3. You can't
Right.
do 3 for 3 because
No.
it looks like we're
Right. Well,
we're
I
like the Powerpuff Girls. You can't just like have all 3 wearing the same.
And I don't want to like over, shadow you guys. Like you guys are the stars. Like I can't
Right.
I can't steal your thunder.
Well,
Yeah.
maybe. No, I'm not gonna go there. Go on.
All right. So, speaking of Real Housewives of New Jersey,
Yeah.
Ish, the last episode, for those of you who are watching and are Housewives fans like us, give us a like and tag your favorite housewife to let them know that we're talking about them.
Ooh, I'm gonna tag Dolores right now.
Do
You
it.
should. I hope Dolores is watching.
She is.
She's like Santa Claus. She's always watching.
She is, yes.
So, did you guys see the last episode?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. So, a lot of stuff went down in Jersey, as it always does.
Yeah.
Everyone is still completely freaked out about everything that happened in Vermont the previous week. But I feel like nobody is more freaked out than your pal and our mind, Siggy.
Yeah.
Who is like, it's like post-traumatic stress disorder.
Yeah.
She thinks that this is like the craziest thing that has ever happened. And so, I guess she went to Jacqueline's house with Dolores because Jacqueline went MIA and wasn't returning text messages, etc. And she wanted to go talk to her about letting her know, like, I don't want you to think I wasn't defending you.
Right.
Blah, blah, blah. So I have a couple things to say about like that whole situation. Here's what I feel like I liked the best about Siggy in that zone. I actually don't know if she fully gets what she signed up for. I actually think she's like, I know I'm on the show and I know what it's about, and I'm sure she probably saw Teresa's table flip in season 1 and all of that, but I don't think she realized how like cuckoo like the whole
Like how deep
the whole
those
show
cuts
is, and I think she's
were
actually
run.
bothered by it.
It's like
Yeah.
family
Yes.
issues.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, and Siggy is the sweetest thing ever, and she's a relationship expert. It's like, it's her job to fix relationships and fix people. So when she's put in a situation, she's like, oh my god, this is a Tuesday for me.
Right.
Yeah.
And I don't think she really realized how strong and deep these wounds were. So when she was doing these things like, oh, we should do this together, we should do this together, because she thinks it's a good idea,
Yeah.
which normally would be, but it's Real Houses of New Jersey, so,
Right.
you know,
Like
that's gonna
all rules are just
Yeah.
over here.
Right.
and Jacqueline
she
is
can't
one of
fix it.
her very, very good friends from before the show, and so is Dolores. So they have real friendships on and off camera.
Yeah.
So she doesn't want to see her friend upset, and also she doesn't want to have her friend think that wasn't like there for her.
Right.
You know?
Well, Dolores like gave us some insight into kind of what goes on a little
Yeah.
bit behind the scenes, which I found super interesting. She was saying like that when they film, you're filming from like obviously start to finish, whatever like the call time is basically until you're done and you wrap it up. But she said once the cameras go down, she's like, her day doesn't end. People are texting saying, "Did you say this? I heard you said said this about me," and she said it always continues and there's never really a break. So in my mind, for what we saw from Vermont, I'm like, it has to be a million times worse than that because
Well, and it gets brought back up because we see it how long after they.
Oh, yeah.
months.
Oh my gosh, I'm trying to think. This was probably back in March.
Yeah.
Maybe even before
Joe's
that?
going to camp.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it might have been February.
Yeah.
Because I think he goes in March.
Right.
Technically.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
think.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
guys
I
ski
think
Feb.
next episode
Right?
is.
Gotta have snow, which there was none.
But they were in
Right, I
Vermont.
know, they were like in mud a little bit. I know. The other big thing that happened, which I was a little let down because historically the Posh fashion show has been complete insanity.
I'm so happy you brought this
Yeah.
up. Continue. Just continue.
Okay,
Go
well,
ahead.
no, I was just going to say I was a little let down because the Posh fashion show, usually people are getting chased out, tables are flipped, weaves are being pulled contractually because they're obligated to do so.
Somebody has to lose a weave.
And Kim D is like, she gets the spray tin and she gets the hair extension.
she
She's
is
ready for that
ready
moment.
for
yeah.
war, yeah.
And it fell a little flat for 2 reasons. One, I think that what she wanted to instigate, everyone eye rolled a little bit. And 2, for those of you who are fans at home, like I am, the show was like at a restaurant, like, and everyone was just eating dinner like
It was
at like
so
a Burger King.
weird.
So wait a minute, like,
It was so weird.
It's
Literally.
usually at like with a runway and a
Yeah.
Okay, think of it being at
so
like,
I don't know what it looks like before because I'm only this season.
it was like a full-blown fashion show, like a runway. There was music, there was lights, there was like a front row.
microphones.
Yeah, and like cocktail servers. I mean, it was insane. And this year, it might as well have been a California Pizza Kitchen. And
For
like,
real though, it
but
was.
I think that's actually nicer than
Right,
other
right.
places.
We love.
And yeah, we love California Pizza Kitchen. Wow.
They're here
Send us
next
some
week.
pizza.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Frozen ones, yes.
Yes. But this year it was so weird, and they were at like a table, like having food, and then they're like, start the fashion show, and then this girl just like came out. It was so
They like
Yeah.
walked around the tables.
No, they walked like through
They
the
walked through the
tables.
tables.
But they were also lined up, if anyone noticed, like almost out the front door.
Yeah, it
like
was
they were
bizarre.
like shaking and cold.
There's usually like a backstage area.
Yeah, this was. But you would think
So low
that
budge.
you would think it would be even
So
more because
low
Kindy
budge.
has the new store now. Remember, her store used to be like a fashion bug. If anyone remembers that.
Oh my god, I saw that fashion blog all
Fashion
to grade
bug.
school.
Oh my
Yeah,
god, it's like
yeah.
Chris Leslie.
Yeah, but her big like announcement was about the alleged affairs between Joe and like
And
those all
whoever.
those random like blonde women while Teresa was away at camp writing a book. And Jacqueline was there and Dolores was there, and it was super interesting because I think like it fell flat because honestly, a little shockingly, Jacqueline didn't instigate anything. And if you know, like they're still, or at that point they're still in that fight.
Yeah.
She didn't give any air to it, and Dolores is like, she's good. She's
Yeah.
like smart about
She's
it.
so
She,
good.
she didn't say like anything, and so because of that, Kim D was kind of like, all right, let's start the fashion
Just
show.
started naming
so I
other
guess
hair
we can
colors,
start, and
yeah.
everyone was just like, fast
Yeah.
forward.
And then, I guess Dolores doesn't, she wants to take a stand of not telling Teresa what the rumor was and what happened at the fashion show, which I find it interesting in two parts. One, it's kind of like, you want to show, and like you probably should say it because it makes for good TV. But like Dolores said, she could walk away. She doesn't care. She walked away from season 1 before they even aired.
Yeah.
And her thing is more like being friends with these people and having these relationships than trying to make good TV, to some
Yeah.
extent. And then like on the flip side, it is super interesting that I think she knows enough to know don't bring that up to Teresa because she'll probably
Of
lose that
course.
friendship because
Oh, yeah.
she'll go off the rails. And the real interesting part, if you guys remember, was how the show the episode ended. They were at church.
Oh,
Which,
yeah.
Can you just film
No,
a
say,
church?
what church were they at that
Right.
they allow you to like bring cameras in? Because I've done something not in churches. I've been to church before. I go every Sunday, Mom. Don't you worry. But whenever you're filming, there's 4 cameras. There's producers. There's sound. There's monitor. It's like it's not
Just
just
like
3
all
people.
these things here.
Exactly. It's what you
Right.
can't see.
Right.
But it's just like crazy.
Yeah, and it was interesting that Teresa, they were having a quick conversation before their prayer of, Teresa said, well, if I were, Dolores had said, I would do the exact same thing that you're doing and standing by your husband. That's all that you know. And Teresa said, well, I would do the same thing that you did when you divorced your husband because he cheated. And Teresa was like, I would never stand for that. And Dolores was kind of like, like, and then they said their prayers.
And then they started praying.
Yeah. It's only Jersey that they always end up in church. In previous seasons, remember
Really?
Danielle Stout?
Oh
Remember
my
she
God,
went and like she
Danielle.
like interviewed that priest?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I just feel like the church is like,
That
it's
is
funny.
a
she's
throwback.
Get it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Patrick
Yeah.
does his research.
Well, I feel like there's this, and I said this before, and I actually said this to Dolores when we were with her, last week before, that there's this interesting tie between Italian families and Catholicism in Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is. It's really interesting to me, and it's more interesting now that I'm watching the show because I have some friends in Colorado that have this family dynamic from Jersey, full blood Italian and Catholic, and it's just it all clicked for me.
And you're like, wow, I get it.
Yeah.
It just makes sense.
Well, see, reality shows help people.
Exactly.
So, yeah. All right, so we're going to move on to the final round, which means you'll be leaving soon, which makes us so sad.
I still have shots.
Yeah, me too. So
How
we'll
come I'm not on a drink?
take a shot.
I take halvesies to make it last longer.
Okay, that would have been
That's
way
like a-
more informative like an hour ago.
That's like a behind
She's
the
trying
scenes
to
of the show.
sabotage
Yeah,
me.
she is. Yeah.
Moving on.
And we should also take a shot for Allie, who's not here this week, but she'll be back next.
Lucky for me, I have more.
Right.
I'll just take a sip.
All right, so now we're gonna play Love It or Hate It. Did you play this last time? I felt like we ran over, but okay.
Nope.
I should have known. We replayed this in our heads all the time. So for those of you playing at home, we're going to play a very rapid-fire round of Love It or Hate It, where I'm going to talk about a topic that's in the news, and we're all going to say whether we love it or hate it, and a very quick little reason why.
Okay.
So the first one is, and you'll start. So the first one is Drake and Rihanna reportedly broke up again. Do you guys love that they're broken up, or do you hate it?
Hate it. They'll make magical music together. And hate it because they just announced it was real.
Agreed.
And I hate it as well because I just want you guys to like me, and I don't want to go against the group.
Smart.
Fair.
Next up, I won't give it away, but I'm excited. Fraggle Rock is coming back to HBO. Jim Henson, who's no longer with us,
Yeah, R.I.P.
who's
Nope.
potentially behind
Nope.
us? No, that's not him.
I was on this side.
Right.
Sorry, Jim.
They're bringing it back to HBO, and it's going to be in high def, and it's going to be remastered. So it's it's unfortunately not.
It's not new?
It's not going to be new episodes yet. I think they're going to test it to see how it goes, but it's coming back towards the end of the year. What do you guys feel about the Fraggles?
Love it because I've never seen a single episode because, and I've told you this, we did not have cable.
Well, do you have cable now?
Yeah, I have
Okay.
HBO now because I'm rich.
Yeah. I love that she's rich, and I love the whole Fraggle Rock thing because it's Fraggle Rock, and it's just like your childhood.
I don't even know. I don't even have the picture in my head. I have nothing.
can sing, if we had the rights, I could sing the whole song.
Danny's like,
So I love it, but I also hate it. I love it because I grew up with the Fraggles and the Doozers and Boober and Red and all those guys, which is so good.
Sounds like my crew on Saturday.
Yeah, I hate it because I don't have HBO, so I don't know how I'm gonna watch these remastered editions.
Oh yeah, just take your
Chloe loved Fraggle Rock as a kid.
Kardashian?
No, Moret. She's watching.
Oh, she-
Chloe.
But that's going to be the end of the year, so I'm psyched about that. Next one up, our pal Ken Boone, who's the undecided voter from the Trump and Hillary Clinton debate this past week. He became an overnight celebrity. If you guys don't know, and if you're living under a Fraggle Rock, see what I did there? Because of his red sweater. Fun fact, he started out that night having 7 Twitter followers, and today, which is just a few days later, he has over 165,000 Twitter followers. It's the #1 DIY Halloween costume all of a sudden this year, and Izod has actually sold out of that red zip-up sweater.
Because that's what everyone's
So
gonna
do
do
you
for
guys
Halloween.
love Ken Bone? Perfect for Halloween. There he is behind us again. It's not Jim, it's Ken.
I love it because I love a man who can pull off a red sweater.
There you go.
All right, girl.
I love it and I hate it. I love it because I think that it's so great that he became so popular. I hate it because I don't want people making fun of him because I think he seems like a really genuinely nice man that was just participating in something really crazy and nationwide. But I just want to make sure people are genuinely nice to him and not bullying him.
Yeah.
Oh.
And making fun of him.
Well, I'm not.
All right,
I'm gonna show
well,
you
Christine
what-
believes in the opposite of that.
I do.
I love it because my, again, dream in life is to always just sell out any way I can, and I just want to be that person in
You
that
want
one
170,000
moment
Instagram
of
followers.
time
Yeah,
where
Twitter
you just
followers.
become. I also love the mustache. I feel like he's the norm from Cheers of our generation.
Yes.
And I think he's needed in society, and we like him, and we're not making fun of him.
Okay, good.
I feel like he's just the everyday guy who was super passionate about environmental science.
Yes.
I watched the debate, and I love that in him.
Good.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Moving
Ken.
right along, Shia LaBeouf apparently got surprise married in Vegas for $700 because he took the Elvis Blue Hawaii package. He married Mia Goth
Time out.
on
I did not
October
read
10th.
about this one at all.
Yeah.
I have
You
no
didn't?
idea what's happening right now.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Oh my
first of all, I'm just impressed that there's a package that's expensive.
I
How
think
is
that's
it
cheap.
$700?
Well, you
for
told us
Vegas?
last week you paid $800 for your wedding. Is that not true?
Well, that's because I really, pulled out all the stops.
I'm just kidding. That's
I'm
true.
just was surprised that it costs that much money for him just to do like an Elvis wedding.
Well, probably because everybody's drunk in
Who did
Vegas,
he
so
meet?
people are like, I'll charge it.
Who did he marry?
Mia Goth.
Mia Goth.
She's a 22-year-old British.
She's 22. They've been dating for a long time too.
Okay, so not just like some random person. It wasn't like he
This
got
is-
paid $700 as a bet.
No,
No.
He paid.
he paid $700 for the Elvis package. I thought it was like performance art, but apparently they actually got married.
Oh.
So I love it because
I love
marriage exists.
I love it.
I hate it. You should get married in a church where God intended.
It wasn't church though, but the priest was
The
Elvis.
church is so.
I love that Catholic
It was the
school
Church
girl
of
back.
Sin.
Yeah.
I did not get married in a church. So I
Where did you
made-
get married?
In a greenhouse.
Oh, that's right.
It was really hot.
Yeah, you baked.
Yeah.
Was it like tanning? Did you get a tan from
It
it?
was like UV rays.
Yeah.
Does it look like I can get a tan from anything?
I wanted
She sits under these lights for hours.
Lights a
Oh
little
my
bit.
god, I wish these were UV.
Yeah. See you in the spring. If you come back in the spring, we will change these lights to
Thank
UV
you.
lights. Just kidding,
I
kids.
appreciate
Don't do
that.
that at home. This is like a business, you love it or hate it. This morning, Facebook just announced that they launched Workplace, which is a business version of Facebook, but not like a LinkedIn, because that's what I thought originally. It's where employers can sign up and you have to pay for it, and then your employees can basically like follow the company that they work for on this, and then you can have group chats with your coworkers or video conferencing and like other snooze like business things. Do you love
We
it or
have
hate
Slack.
it?
I don't get it. I
Work's,
really don't understand what it is.
work is stupid. And then finally, Disney is in talks with Madonna's ex-husband Guy Ritchie to direct a live action version of Aladdin. Should they keep
What?
it as a cartoon or should they make it live action?
Like, so a movie.
A movie. No. Oh.
I just am imagining like strings and carpets. I just don't think it can go.
She's in Darren Fabrics.
It's a movie.
And Christine's like, if it's one thing I will not stand for, it is strings in
and
movies.
carpets. She doesn't like strings or carpets. Okay?
Right.
It's just, oh no. I'm up now.
Okay, I've changed my vote because originally it was I hate it and I love it. I think I just love it because I just realized it wasn't. It's a movie, so it's not like what did they just do? They did Peter Pan. They did Grease. Is it like one of those?
Not
No, I think
mine.
it's going to be like at the movies.
Oh, see, yeah, I love that. I think it'd be fun.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't like it because I feel like you should make a movie into a cartoon, but you should not make a cartoon into a live action movie.
Mm-hmm.
And I also saw Aladdin on Broadway, and it changed my life in not a good way.
Yeah, and I feel like they're
The
gonna.
genie was good.
The genie
You
was
have to
good.
shout out
But
the
where's the
genie.
monkey? There was no monkey.
No, there's no monkey. Abu is the best
Right.
character.
And you know I love a capuchin
I
monkey.
feel like they're gonna cast like
Oh, don't do
Kutcher and
it. Demi Moore.
no Ashton Kutcher and like Mila
Yes.
Kunis. I feel like that's who they're gonna cast, and it's gonna go terrible.
Yeah.
Terribly.
Ooh.
Terribly, terribly wrong.
Terrible.
Well, speaking of terribly wrong, the show's over. And Claire, we want to thank you because we love you, and don't be
Thank
surprised if
you.
you see Claire, in the coming weeks because we just call her. We don't even call you. We just Instagram message you. You should follow Claire on Instagram because she always
message.
provides super interesting
Entertainment.
videos.
It's usually me dancing around.
Oh my god, it's so good. And we feel that that's the way that we need to connect with you.
I think so.
Yeah. So thank you so much. Check out
Thank you for
Claire.
having me.
Check out Claire on her podcast, which is Just Saying, with Sammy Sweetheart and Siggy from Real Housewives of New Jersey, in all your podcasting
Glory.
devices. I don't
Yeah.
know how that works. And we want to also thank Founders Brewing Company out of Michigan
Yes.
for our breakfast stout that we were drinking, which is
Chocolate
a
breakfast.
chocolate breakfast, which is a coffee beer mix. And we want to thank you guys for tuning in yet again for another week. Like this, share us, follow us at BestProducts.com, and we will see you guys next week for a special guest.
Yeah.
I know. Well, I don't want to.